stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32, and he goes out right around the 39. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First and 10, Eason. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. from the gun. It's a handoff to Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
49-yard
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun is Eason. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Eason. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Eason. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Coleman now. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Eason. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Eason. He finds Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before It's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Eason sets to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Eason able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It's Coleman here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And on the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Eason to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Jacob Eason. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down. Eason. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. It's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have broken the tie. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Texans 21, Broncos 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. from the gun. Here's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eason on second down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Broncos.
First down, it's Watson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Watson. Short pass complete to the tight end, Kroon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker sets.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Eason. Left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones, 85 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie.
On for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays and stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Broncos.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Butker is set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Throwing is Eason.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The 46-yard line.
Second down. Here's Eason.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Watson. It's complete on a bubble screen. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
And the Broncos first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Denver.
On first down, it's Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Watson going to sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
22-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Eason. As he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Eason. It's caught. Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Broncos first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
The game, 35-35. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out. And
this is going to be intercepted.
at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football.